Ever wonder why a child melts down on a hot day or avoids a certain room that smells completely fine? You probably heard sensory sensitivity for autism or ADHD, bright lights, closing tags, or loud noises, but there are also some triggers that are harder to spot and they don't look typical sensory issues. Today, I want to talk about the not so common sensory triggers, neurodivergent kids, the ones that makes everyday moments impossible, but we just missed. Let's dive in. Let's start with smell. This one is highly underestimated. Studies showed some autistic individuals show heightened sensitivity to smell, probably associated with how their olfactory system processes input. The olfactory system is the network in the brain that processes smells. And in many studies, autistic individuals have shown hyperreactivity to smell, even at low concentrations. So while a neurotypical may barely notice a scented candle or a smell of soap, their brain reads it as urgent. Perfumes, deodorant, cleaning sprays, even someone's breath after coffee or certain types of food. These smells can feel overpowering and their nervous system don't filter it out. So what happens is it keeps alarming them and it steals their focus and it drains their energy. So when your child refuses to go to the bathroom or hugs someone because of their smell, it's possibly smell sensitivity. Let's find out the cause and remove that constant pain from them. Next, temperature and heat. It's summer right now, and I can see so much more frustration for my child just to stay outside. How our body handles heat is through two systems. One is called the autonomic nervous system, which manages automatic things to react to heat, like sweating or circulation. And the second system is interoception, which is the brain's way of sensing what's going on inside of the body, like it's feeling too hot, it's thirsty, needing to go to the washroom. Research shows that interoception differences are very common for autistic kids. Many ADHD kids also struggle with sensing internal cues like hunger, pain, or temperature until it becomes too extreme. That means even a small rise in temperature can feel like too much for neurodivergent kids. The child may seem snappy, itchy, or suddenly exhausted on a hot day. That's their brain spending extra energy just to keep their body in balance. And sometimes they don't even realize what's wrong. The feeling of I'm too hot doesn't really come across clearly. So instead of saying I'm hot, they might just be unsettled. Cold can be just as tough. Some kids are extremely sensitive to the cold air on their skin. Others feel extremely stiff or distressed when it's chilly. When I first learned about the interoception, it finally made sense to me why my daughter doesn't settle in a hot car during the summer. Her body was telling her something's wrong, but she couldn't explain it. To us, you just have to wait a few minutes and it's will cool down. But it doesn't work that way for her body. Next is vibration and motion sensitivity. This has to do with what's called the vestibular system. This is part of our nerve system that helps us balance and sense where we are in the space. In both autism and ADHD, research shows the vestibular system can process input differently. That means some kids can be hypersensitive to motion, while others may be under-responsive to motion and actively seek it out. So everyday things like elevators, car rides, even the vibration of a bus engine can feel disorienting. Their body might register movement as unpredictable and unsafe. You might see fidgeting, panic, or even nausea. Once I learned this, I realized the constant spinning, rocking, jumping upside down is my child's way of regulating their nerve system. Autistic ADHD brain don't filter the sensory input the same way neurotypical brains do. What feels background noise or mild discomfort to neurotypical can feel like a fire alarm, a flickering light, a warm room, the scent of cleaning spray. They're doing their best to survive in a world that constantly overloads them. When we spot these less obvious triggers like smell, heat, or motion, we can remove that trigger and make their day so much better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. Today, look around your house, your car, your routine, and see if there's anything that might be a subtle trigger for sensory sensitivity that you haven't noticed before. I'd love to hear what you find. I appreciate you. See you next time.